Sup? Check out my tank. Want to know how it's heated? Let me show you. Also, by the way, this episode has been brought to you by Fresh by Design. Who's Fresh by Design, you may ask? I'm glad you're asking. Fresh by Design are a company who specialise in commercial aquaculture and large public aquariums, who have a number of high quality products that are transferable to home aquarium applications. Their website has a large amount of useful information, and products can be ordered online for same day shipping in most cases. Now, back to your regular programming. G'day everyone, my name is David Meyer and welcome back to First Time Reef TV. And today, my friends, we're going to go through how I heat my Cade Pro Reef Series 2 900 tank. Now, I've had a pretty bad history with heaters. I've had one that you'll probably remember one of my previous videos that absolutely cooked my tank and everything in it. So, you know, redundancy is a pretty important thing with heaters. To make sure that, you know, I do get sent alerts. And for a while, obviously on that tank, I was running a Senai reef monitor that decided to cark it on the day that the heater malfunctioned. But I no longer run a Senai now. I've got something new, which I'm excited to share with you guys, and that video is coming out soon. But today we're just going to talk all about heaters. Obviously there are a number of different heaters that are available on the market. You've got, you know, your general Eheim, which is probably your most popular, which is a glass heater with a single thermostat inside, no controller or external thermostat. It is only internal. I do find with the glass heaters that over time that they do end up building a condensation inside, which, you know, eventually makes the heater malfunction or purely just die. You know, if I was to ever run another like standard aquarium heater without a thermostat in my tank again, I would at least run it in an external controller like this, which is the STC 1000. I think you can pick these up on eBay as a kit for about 30 bucks. And it just adds that little bit of extra level of redundancy for you and peace of mind. So it's got a little quite a small thermostat, but it is a thermostat. And the good thing about this is it can heat and control, and it's very, very easy to wire up. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to be able to do that. And that is a great level of redundancy, and a lot of people do run these with great success. Other heaters available on the market are obviously the titanium, which is the one that I think it was a Waypro one that malfunctioned on my tank, which I probably wouldn't touch again. But that does have an external thermostat to control the heater. The bonus of titanium though is you can actually put it anywhere in the tank and not have to worry about it breaking. The glass heaters can be a little bit dangerous, especially if you've got rock in the tank, or if it's in your sump, you just knock it once and it is going to crack or break the heater. So titanium is definitely my preference, just purely because it's unbreakable, they're super durable, and you can get them in really large sizes as well. So the heater that I've decided to go with is actually from Fresh by Design. It's a Skigo titanium heating element of 600 watts. Now these are completely a titanium unit, so absolutely bulletproof, cannot get broken in the tank. It's completely welded and sealed tight, so there's longevity of the heat is going to be fantastic. And they actually wire it to one of their own controllers that has a separate titanium thermostat as well, or temperature probe, sorry. And I think that's super important to have a good controller and a temperature probe. I've been running it on my tank now for you know, about a month or so, and I've had super accurate temperature readings, generally within, you know, 0.3 or 0.4 of what I set it. Now the great thing about the heaters from Fresh by Design is they can actually customize, configure, you know, however many watts you need for your tank. So you've got a super large system. I've seen them connect 3 of the 600 watt heating elements all to one controller. So you've got 1800 watts of heating off one unit, and then you can always have a second unit as your redundancy. But I think they do up to 1, 2, or even 3 kilowatt, which is, you know, for your large aquaculture facilities. So there's no toying around with those heating elements there. But we'll jump down into the sump now. I'll show you guys how I've mounted it and show you the actual heating itself. So I'll show you guys the controller first. That's the controller there. It is a very beastie unit that's very well built and completely sealed. It's a very simple heater to use. You got the set there which sets your temperature, up, down to go up or down in temperature, and it clearly displays the temperature that the temperature probe is picking up. So I've got that in the main sump area here, so whenever I'm looking into the sump I can clearly see what my temperature is, and I know that if I've got any issues that I can pick it up relatively quickly. The temperature probe is a beast of a unit. It is titanium as well, and that just sits before the heater. It is important for it to sit before the heater, so it is picking up your tank temperature, just not the heat coming off your heating unit. So this is just a side view of from the cabinet. So we've got the thermometer, the controller unit over there, and I've got my heater mounted just along the side of the sump here. As you can see, it is quite a large unit, but it is 600 watts. So I suppose if it was 300 watt heaters, it'd probably take up more space than that anyway. And I literally just route the cable. So I've got the heating unit here, and I've got the temperature probe on the other side to make sure it's picking up the tank temp, as opposed to just, you know, if you sit your temperature probe directly here, the heat coming off the unit is just going to set off the temperature probe and not give you accurate readings. So even with the larger units, it uses the same controller and just hooked up with a number of different heaters connected in there. So sits nice and neatly in my sump with no issues at all. And I know that even if I move any of this equipment around, I can knock the heater and I'm not going to have any issues whatsoever. So I hope you guys learned something about heaters and how I heat my tank. Thanks again to the team from Fresh by Design for sponsoring this episode. If you guys haven't checked out their website, make sure you head to www.freshbydesign.com.au and check out their range of amazing products that they've got that we can use in our tanks, and especially their heating systems that I've got here. Now, I've got some really exciting products coming just to the side of the camera here, which I won't show you yet, but that video is coming. I've got a stack of other products. I've got something cooking out the back here, just behind this wall, that I can't wait to share with you guys. So make sure you like this video, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed what you watched today, and make sure, my friends, you hit that subscribe button, because I can't wait to share with you guys what's happening behind here. And until next time, guys, my friends, peace.